almost compelled to take on wifely duties. I mean, it was as if, in the beginning, she was too powerful a woman. And so I'm sure the handlers or whoever, told her to, slow down, and she doesn't speak nearly as much as she used to. So I would really caution us. This should not be a period in which we celebrate the ascendancy of a black president, but at the same time the reconsolidation of male supremacy and misogyny. And I think it's so important for us to take on issues of heterosexism as well. There was a reason why Barack Obama's people felt it was necessary to ask this guy, Rick Warren, to give the invocation. When you consider the fact that if justice means anything at all, it has to be indivisible. You can't decide some people deserve justice and other people don't. You can't decide that black people deserve racial justice but Muslims don't. You can't, decide that straight people deserve civil rights, but people from the LGBT community don't. And I think that this is going to be a period during which we will be called on to develop the kinds of analyses. I'm talking about in everyday life. I'm not talking about necessarily what you do as students, but to develop the kind of language and vocabulary that allows us to put what black feminists often call intersectionality into practice. To me, that is the best. That is why feminism is so important for all of us to embrace. And you talk about yourself making these comments as a woman, as a black woman, but I think more than anything else, men have to learn how to address these issues as well. It's not about who you are, but it's about what you think about the conditions that surround us. And so you don't have to be gay or lesbian or bisexual or intersex or transgender to recognize and speak out against the extent to which civil rights have been denied to people from the LGBT community. And black people more than, I don't know if I'm correct when I say more than any other group of people, but when we talk about freedom struggles in this country, we think about black people, right? And therefore, I think it is, and this is in the spirit of the day, the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King. I think it is incumbent upon people who acknowledge their historical debt to the struggles of people like Dr. King and Fannie Lou Hamer,